Was good, EYTBC? Was good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So after the man Dmitry Bivol's impressive American debut on over the weekend at the MGM Grand, a fight that was televised on Showbox, you know what I mean? This man Dmitry Bivol, he beat the shit out of Samuel Clarkson, dropped the man 3 times out in 4 rounds and knocked him out in the 4th round. Dmitry Bivol made an impressive debut, you know what I'm saying? So this guy Dmitry Bivol, man, he's actually the interim WBA light heavyweight champion, and now he's in the talks. He's next week. His team is supposed to be in negotiations or get a fight actually with the WBA to fight the WBA regular light heavyweight champion, and that's what's the guy's name? Nathan Cleverly, you know what I'm saying, from Wales. So, that's a good fight right there. This should be a good step-up fight for the man Bivol, fighting a seasoned veteran like Nathan Cleverly. Cleverly got over 30 wins. I think his record is 30-3, 16 KOs. While this guy right here, I think he's about like 10-0 or 11-0 right now, you know what I'm saying? So the man Bivol, man, he's on a fast trajectory to a world title shot, you know what I'm saying? As long as he handles his business and keeps winning. And that's actually the fight we should see next. The man Nathan Cleverly got that regular WBO light heavyweight title from Jürgen Braham, that guy from Germany who never leaves Germany. He don't fight nobody. And Cleverly beat him, man. He looked good. He made the man quit, you know what I'm saying? And there was actually a rematch clause. So it's still up to Jürgen Braham if he wants to exercise that option, if he wants to take that fight, a rematch with Nathan Cleverly, you know what I mean? And that was last year in October, you know what I'm saying? So, we shall see if the man Nathan Cleverly is willing to fight this guy Bivol, you know what I mean? I'd love to see that fight. The man Bivol, he made his American debut, and he'd also like to fight fellow Russians later on down in the line, like guys like Arthur Beterbiev and Sergey Kovalev. And, that's an excellent mind frame, and that for this guy Bivol to be even talking about wanting to face his fellow Russians, you know what I mean? Maybe in his mindset, he wants to come out of the United States and become the best Russian at that given time, you know what I'm saying, by beating all the other Russians, And, I'm sure this guy will be more showcased now in Showtime, you know what I mean? I think Showtime's going to be showcasing him. You never know, he might get picked up by the man Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying, to make some excellent fights. If he puts him in that PBC stable, then a fight with guys like Arthur Beterbiev is inevitable, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully if he keeps winning, he can become a mandatory for the man Andre Ward, if Andre Ward gets to win the rematch with Sergey Kovalev. So man, there's a lot of good fights to be made, to be in the light heavyweight division. It's like there's Kovalev, Ward, and Adonis Stevenson. That's like the top tier, the cream of the crop. Then below them, they got a lot of young, hungry dudes. You got guys like Beterbiev. You got the Gravsdick. You got this Bivol character right here. You got Joe Smith Jr. You got, did I mention Gravsdick? There's a lot of guys. Sullivan Barrera, who just had a fight last night and on HBO Latino, and he got rid of his opponent in the 5th round. There's a lot of good fights to be made at the light heavyweight. And, as those other guys, the cream of the crop, the top tier guys get older, at least we can see these guys right here and we can say, man, the future of the light heavyweight division looks bright with these young studs like Bivol and Beterbiev and, Gravsdick and, you know what I'm saying? Most of these guys are Russian, come to think about it, you know what I mean? You got, what's his name? The other guy who just lost on the weekend, Uniasquez Gonzalez. He's probably not. He's not gonna be on the level as these guys right now. You know what I mean? You saw what happened to him on that undercard or that Lomachenko card. You know what I mean? You also have Isaac Chalemba. These guys are getting older now. You know what I'm saying? At the light heavyweight division. But there's some good fighters out there. Marcus Brown, you know what I'm saying? The guy from Staten Island who got that dubious victory over Hot Rock Korojodododo, whatever his name is. The guy from Florida, via Serbia or Bosnia. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of good fights, Thomas Williams, if he can get his act together and, stop being so dramatic. Thomas Top Dog Williams from out here, from the D.C., Maryland area, you know what I mean? So, there's a lot of good fights to be made, man. But, I'm not going to lie. the best light heavyweights right now, from those guys, the lower tier guys I mentioned, they look like the Russians, man. From Beterbiev to Bivol, the Gravsdik, them Ukrainians. These guys look like the real deal, man. But we shall see. Can't forget about guys like Fonfora, you know what I mean? So we shall see, man. We shall see. Battle Jack is already moving up to 175, you know what I mean? So, man, light heavyweight division, a legendary classic division. Like, to me, it's one of those best divisions, like featherweight and lightweight and welterweight, middleweight. And I'm saying light heavyweight division looks like it's going to have a good future, you know what I mean? So let me know what you think about Bivol and Nathan Cleverly being discussed next week by the WBA this week coming up, and hopefully we see if that fight gets made, you know what I mean? And let me know if you think the man Bivol later on down the line, would you like to see a fight with him with guys like Kovalev and Beterbiev, his fellow Russians? All right, B Marsh Boxing, let me know in the comments section. Peace.